So, is it a good idea to do deadlifts once you're 50 and beyond? The short answer is it depends. It depends on a lot of factors. And I did another video on squats, and there's a lot of the same considerations. So let's talk about them. Well, if you have back history, doing deadlifts after 50 is generally not a good idea. So if you have back history, I'd take a pass on deadlift. But if you have a healthy back, you have good movement, you've also been working out, you have good core strength, which is so important to protect your back, it may be okay for you to do deadlifts with moderate weight. If you're over 50, I don't recommend using heavy, near maximal loads for 1, 2, 3 repetitions, something like that. I think the risk reward is just not there. If you're competing in powerlifting, you do have to take that risk, but most people over 50 aren't competing in powerlifting. So I'd say the risk reward for heavy deadlifts isn't there. Even with good core strength, even with a healthy back and back history, I just take a pass on that and stick to moderate loads with good form. Another thing that you can do if you're going to be doing a deadlift on the heavier sets, not real heavy, but heavier, I would recommend using a belt. Don't use a belt on every set, especially the light ones, because that turns off your core and doesn't allow those muscles to appropriately engage. But on the heavier sets, still try to brace the abs, but using that back can give you a little extra support. Some other options if you want to deadlift and do it more safely is they make what's called a trap bar. So that's where the handles are at the side. That's actually going to allow you to stay upright a little better. And generally speaking, a trap bar is a safer alternative than a regular barbell when it comes to deadlift. Also, sometimes they don't go down as far as a traditional barbell would. So a trap bar could be a good alternative. Another thing is you could use a sumo stance. The sumo stance is where you go really wide and your hands go inside. It's actually causing you to do a little more of a squatting motion, which is typically going to put a little less pressure on your back and a little more pressure on your legs. So a sumo squat is another alternative to consider if you want to do deadlifts. So those are some things to consider about doing deadlifts when you're 50 and beyond. This is Glenn, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up below and subscribe to our channel. Also, head over to freedomforlifefitness.com and learn more about how we can help you reach your health and fitness goals.